Hi everyone. I know you're probably looking at me like, what is she doing? This is not her normal post. If you paid attention to any of my earlier posts this year, I talked a lot about getting outside of my comfort zone. One of the main issues that I have is I don't like being in front of a camera, especially not talking in front of a camera. I can take selfies all day long, but when it comes to like organized videos like this or like a photo shoot or anything like that, I get tensed up and it just caused me so much anxiety. So, in the attempt to help get over my fears of being in front of the camera, I decided today I would share one of my journey posts in a vlog. Uh, Sorry, my journey posts haven't been in like chronological order. I just kind of write them however I felt. Uh, this one particular is about how and what led me to quitting my job to pursue my business full time. A lot of you have asked me if it was just something that I up and did, and or did I plan on it, or did I save up? It's a little bit of both. um, I was working in a call center, like a medical call center for, they took like blood and stuff like that. And I basically just handled like the billing portion. So I would receive calls all day, people wondering about their bill, wanting to pay their bill, wondering what insurance didn't pay, typical medical stuff like that. But the energy in there was like draining. Like everyone moped around sad. Like it was just sad. Nobody smiled. The building, I think it was like an old grocery store at one point. So the building was just one big open space, four walls, no windows except for when you first walked in. So I was already like just not feeling the environment at all. Um, I don't like confrontation. I really try to keep things peaceful in my life. And if you know, working in a call center, you're constantly like getting into, well, being fussed out about people over things that you have absolutely no control over. And I know, I guess since these people didn't know me personally, I probably shouldn't have taken it to heart, but I just don't like those type of situations. Like it didn't make me feel good. And at that particular job, I was miserable. Like I would wake up every morning like literally in tears because I hated going there so bad. Like it was terrible. I've never, don't think I've ever experienced depression in my life, but if I had to pinpoint what it would feel like, getting up every morning to go to that job was depression to me. It was sad. And it was to the point where I didn't smile. I didn't have any type of motivation to do anything. I would go in, do my job, like didn't try to get to know any of my coworkers. Like it sounds sad, but I was really like in a really, really bad place when I was at that job. And so I already knew, this isn't for me. I already don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like being told when I can get up and go to the bathroom, or when I can go eat, or I can't use my phone, like, or sit here until I tell you to move. I already don't like stuff like that. So I already knew that, I have to get myself out of here. I just wasn't sure how. And then of course it was fear that, led me, you're not going to have a paycheck, or, you're going to be broke. Stuff like that did scare me as well. But my deciding factor was, one day I had a patient call in who was already hysterical from the jump because her bill was extremely high. And I tried to explain to her, ma'am, your insurance didn't pay, so we had to bill you for the full amount. If there's any issue, you would have to contact your insurance. So she's still like hysterical, like going off, going crazy on me. And I'm like, okay, well, it's really not anything I can do for you. I'm telling you, you have to speak to your insurance. So she demands to speak to a manager. I'm like, okay, whatever. Now, the call center that I worked in, there were like a lot of us, like a ton. And we were all split up to maybe 4 or 5 managers sometimes on a good day if they were all there. So you would have to like literally wait on like this whole line to get a manager on the phone to help. So I put the lady on hold and try to find her some help, and nobody answers. Nobody's there to help me. Minutes are going by. It's like 10 minutes. I have this lady on the phone, and mind you, she's still in my ear, like literally cussing me out. Like she knows me out in the street personally. Like she is going off, and I'm still trying to calm her down. And by then, I felt like my chest was getting heavy, like I was about to have an anxiety attack or something. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for a manager to help me. I actually get up out my seat to find a manager, and they tell me they can't help me. So now I'm not only feeling like I'm about to have an anxiety attack, I'm pissed off at this point. So I get back on the phone, and the lady, I guess she puts like her sister or daughter or something. I still didn't figure out who it was that got on the phone. But she put someone else on the phone, and this lady like goes in on me. Like she's calling me all kinds of B's, N words, like any name you could probably think of that would offend you. She called me that at that point. And by then I just felt like I was about to burst. Like I can't even describe the feeling that I felt, and like it's gonna make me emotional now thinking about it. But I felt like I was literally like at that point about to pass out. Like tears were about to start rolling down my face. Like my chest was caving in. Like I was getting hot. I felt like I was about to have an asthma attack. Like I just could not take it anymore. So I put the lady on hold, and I got up and I went to the bathroom, and I just cried my eyes out, y'all. Like, okay. I cried my eyes out because I was just so over it, and I don't think anyone should have to go through something like that. Like, yes, this is your job, you know what you were getting yourself into, but nobody, I don't care if you work a 9 to 5, if you're working for yourself, if you're not happy, like you shouldn't have to put up with it. So I went and I texted my mom. I was like, I can't do it anymore. Like I can't do it. Like I talked to her, and I prayed about it for maybe a couple days, and finally God just revealed to me like this is not where it's supposed to be. So I went in, I put my 2 weeks notice in, and I haven't been happier since. Like, and that's how I left. Like I was still staying with my mom, so I had money saved up, which did help me a lot. But I pretty much, I had to cut the cord. Like I couldn't do it, and I refused to make a job that I didn't like make me sick. Like it wasn't worth, my health wasn't worth it, my sanity wasn't worth it, and I wanted to be happy. So I tried to do some. But yeah, that's my story, and that's what led me to quitting my job. I know not everyone has it that way, and not everyone experiences that way, but that's just a part of my journey. And I don't know, I hope that it inspires you to take that leap of faith of your own. Bye.